The Sicko section. Where is it? So I don't think we actually reacted to this trash on the show yet. Ibou stepping down from Fightful Raw post show. If we did react to this, sorry, it's a repeat, but here's him stepping down from the show like 2 weeks after because of this. And it's so funny. Bro's stepping down from reviewing WWE because he talked AEW. What a dummy.
This is going to be, I guess, breaking news, so to speak. But I'm
breaking news. No one gives a dummy.
Stepping down from my position on the Raw review. I'm stepping down from my spot on the Raw post show because to me, it's the only thing that I should do. It's the right thing to do. It's what I think needs to happen. I spoke to Sean about it. And
yeah, you better not talk about WWE at all if you're going to bury AEW.
Everybody understands why this is going the way it's going.
Idiots. So here is Amanda Huber, right? Brody Lee, R.I.P. John Huber, R.I.P. Luke Harper, R.I.P.'s wife, right? And she's like, oh, yes, a very normal reply to saying I enjoy a Disney Channel show. This isn't counting the near daily DMs I get from this lunatic. Unhinged behavior. The internet has made everyone far too comfortable saying whatever they want without getting punched for it. So she says, I'm sick right now and watching one of my favorite comfort shows, Phineas and Ferb. That being said, Roller Coaster, the musical, is arguably one of the best episodes of the show. And then this marking out guy goes, I'm surprised they're not represented more in the Disney parks with how popular they are. And then Amanda goes, right? I miss them being in the parks. And then Nigel Anra goes, I'm concerned you are unfit to parent due to abusive tendencies towards your sons. What the? And this person's DMing her, and she's like, I'm concerned with how mentally unstable you are. I'm not sure who hurt you along the way. Please seek help. And then she goes, and then this guy goes, I hope Child Protective Services take away your children. Oh, my God. Okay. I don't even want to read that. So he's roasting her and like, what did you do to get John Huber, basically? And then we can all see 10 pounds of makeup on your face. Just a piece of man. Just still going too. Oh my God, you were selling out your little boy to make some dollars. How much did you charge the men to? Oh, I'm not even reading that, dude. This is a psychotic lunatic right here. Would make the list, but we should just banish them. So terrible. Yeah, that's just, man. Moving along here. So Forever Botchamania. So Maffew Gregg taking another L here. Common L as of late. So JD McDonagh does the backflip thing. The acai moonsault, punctures his lung and all that. Whatever. That was really cool. We love him for that. But then when that happens, he goes, wishing JD don't Google me a speedy recovery. And so he pulls up a Wikipedia. Now, anyone can edit Wikipedia, guys. So, yes, it is a good skeleton. What I do when I have to research, I use Wikipedia as a skeleton. It's like a starting point, and then you go off from there. And sometimes even they have sourced below is not sourced correctly. You know, not that I'm like a wiki warrior over here, but you know, it's just the speaking out movement, how he was someone named, but wasn't he like investigated or something and no one found anything, whereas other people were looked at and they found stuff. So obviously JD is likely in the clear, and I don't know, just the guy punctured a lung, and then you bring this up from how many years ago that he never even did anything wrong as far as anybody's concerned or looked into it. You know, WWE, they're quick to release people for less, especially during that time as well, right? Like Mandy Rose just got let go. Goodbye. So I don't know, man. JD, I think that was a thing where everybody sort of accepted that, but then Maffew Gregg's like, no, I'm going to eat another L and just, I don't know, bring this up. So, like, it's not like a Marty Skrull where everyone's like, yeah, he probably did that. JD was like, no, he didn't do anything. But I don't know. I'm also not overly educated on it. So maybe other people would let me know, but I don't see cries to cancel JD every day. And the only thing that guy pulled up was Wikipedia. I don't know, dude. Glenn Gilberti responds to the elbow Sean thing and goes, so Fightful hired another internet mark with no credibility. On point, I guess. And then he quote tweets himself, how did this work out with Ibou having to fire himself? So Matt Cardona gets another email from this W guy. So we covered this before. And he gets another email that says, I wish I was smelling your farts right now, Matt. Holy. This is hilarious. Kevin Nash just destroys this dude. This is via at Boss Moz, who says big man still got it. And Kevin Nash at Real Kevin Nash says 77,000 people lost jobs in the green energy sector, buyouts and federal government jobs. Off we go on an unemployment cycle. And then this guy Fred 68 Head says, you work in green energy, fake ass? And then Kevin Nash goes, yes, they use my cock as the base of a wind turbine. Oh, absolutely cooked him. Oh, my God.
You what?
Funny. And yeah, EO's cooking. Speaking of cooking. So Joe Mashups goes, WWE 2K25, you can dive off barricades now. And then this guy at June Jutsu Kaisen says, I'm crying, man. They legit took all the features from Fight Forever. That's dumb. That's in every wrestling game. So yeah, here's JD saying AEW should die. Now, when I tweeted this, people were like, you took him out of context, man. It is what it is, man. Listen.
I swear to God.
It's not me taking that out of context. To go from the energy you had like a year ago to this energy, I don't even be saying like this out of context, you know?
I swear to God, I am praying for the death of AEW. I swear to God.
Oh, man. So Meltzer said what? Says, when I tell you someone's a piece of, you can take it to the bank. I love how Elboo's made himself the victim in his apology game set match, bitch. Yeah, see, Meltzer said what really doesn't talk like that, but he really doesn't like Elboo, folks. But Elboo saying about who? I don't even know. You cheated on that N-word. Stop using his move, LMFAO. Okay, who's he talking about? Oh, Britt Baker, I guess. Britt Baker's like, I understand we as performers are expected to have thick skin through opinions and lies we read. Oh, so was he saying that about Britt, bro? Oh, what a dummy, man.
Stupid idiot.
What a dummy. So he really said that you cheated on that N-word. Don't use. And then he has to apologize. The Britt Baker cheating rumor was one that was circulating for a long time, far before I ever acknowledged it. And her most recent post came after Conan spoke about it on his show. Yeah, Brad Shepard is the dude who originally put that out there, as I covered a long time ago on PWT. That said, I did contribute to this when I made an ill-advised joke during a period when my account was locked. It was immediately deleted, but was still in poor form and shouldn't have been made to my audience at 30K plus. Baker followed me shortly thereafter, and I reached out to her at that point. I just had a very positive conversation with Britt Baker, who essentially apologized for any trolls. She apologized to me. And then, yeah, Britt Baker fucking tells him that was not true. And, yeah, Meltzer said what? Taking a victory lap, as he should, sniffing this fool out. I'm telling you, me and Meltzer said what? We're on that. Because, like, Meltzer said what? And I DM a lot, like, in sporadic moments. You know, a lot will come at once. Like a debriefing almost. And yeah, the dude was on the Elboo for a minute, you know, like it was definitely me and him had this guy sniffed out. I think I might have been before him. Maybe we could go back and look, but still, nonetheless, a genius who really doesn't even get mad at people like that. And that's why, I don't know. Elboo, I was like, he might even get his own segment. I was almost that close because Meltzer's got his own segment, and yeah, I mean, Meltzer said what was definitely before everyone on that one. So WrestleVotes says Triple H headlining this year's Hall of Fame is an honor he undoubtedly deserves. Congrats to the game. And then Wrestling Mark goes, cringes, and you used to be credible. I look forward to the speech. I couldn't have done it without me. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what every Hall of Fame is. You celebrate yourself because it was your hard work. Realistically, at the end of the day, the opportunity met the hard work, and you're just mad because you like AEW more. It's weird. So let's read this. Tony Khan tweets this out. Due to flight cancellations from winter weather, we must postpone tonight's Samoa Joe versus Nick Wayne match to a future date. The match will be rescheduled. This guy goes, my grandfather passed away 26 minutes ago. I watched him take his last breath in my living room. Man, I hope it's a great show. I need my mind elsewhere tonight. If that's true, bro, you got to disconnect, or maybe not. Maybe that gets you through. But I quote tweeted this, aged like milk. And here's Tony McCon and Ibou here. And Ibou's going, nothing crazy, just the two best of our chosen professions. And then I go, aged like milk. Oh, that's good. So Dynamite did 655. People are trying to say with Max, it's over 1 million. Such cap. And this guy's doing it too. PW Mecca. You idiot. With Max number, it's around 900K beating NXT in the US numbers of Raw. No, it's not. There's no proof of that whatsoever. If it's doing around 300,000, someone would say that. So this guy wants us to believe it's beating Collision too. No, on Max, no. If it was, we'd hear about that. Lying and coping. So anytime AEW does BOGO deals, they get made fun of. But for those in Buffalo, WWE is offering BOGO to Raw in a few weeks, which must mean the WWE is dying. And these idiots, Noah Gilberto 19, no, you can't extrapolate that. WWE's doing crazy business on the exceptional night as of late. They might have to do a BOGO. And okay, it's supply and demand, right? AEW, they never sell tickets and they're always doing BOGOs. And WWE always has deals too. Like there's always radio promotions. There's always walk up. Maybe you get a deal. Everyone does deals, bro. It's just the fact of like AEW selling barely 1,000 people to see Mox defend the title in his home city. And then meanwhile, WWE, pardon me, is selling out. I might have said WWE before, but AEW with Mox. And meanwhile, WWE selling out in every city they go to for every event. Rumble's outdrawing Nights of Mania. So you can't just go to the extreme and say dying. No, you can go, damn, what's up in Buffalo? Let's look like what's going on there. So here's this guy, Dylan Hines, talking to RVD. RVD's like, anytime, any place. And then this guy's like, I hope your white trash bitch is ready to be a widow. And then RVD's like, you just signed your death certificate. And then this guy's like, I signed yours. I'll make sure you and your love, Greg, are together forever. And I send you both to hell. Well, I think this is RVD. But yeah, RVD's like, come on, bitch, go take your meds. Your whole family knows you're nuts, including your father. Then this guy's like, nah. And then RVD's like, oh yeah, I got witnesses that can contest. And then this guy's like, they know Greg is a gay-ass pussy, and you are too. And then RVD goes, I'll show you, gay. Yes, that's the line of the night. The
best guy is Tony Khan.
That's the line of the night. I'll show you, gay. Can't speak for Greg. I haven't. I think that's RVD who said that. Pop me. Hilarious. And then RVD's like, look what sweet boy dildo is. Good job raising the next supervillain. Bad business, Bobby. So I think this guy's like in the wrestling business or something. I'm not too sure. Skytel Wrestling says, I've said this since last January. Paul Levesque either was well aware of Janelle Grant and did nothing, or Paul Levesque was absolutely clueless what was going on right under his nose involving his staff and peer. Either way, it's not fit of any sort for any sort of role in that company. He just wants Triple H fired so bad. All because AEW isn't what they thought it was going to be. And they can't just go, yeah, Tony's up. This Dylan Hines guy that RVD was just roasting, post this. He goes, I want to apologize to everyone. I've been a complete ass to many within the wrestling world and outside of it for the last several years, and I've learned the effects of my ways. I know that it may take a while for people to forgive me, but I hope that the bridges I've destroyed can be rebuilt starting now, but especially in 2025. I hope that I can learn to be a better person and stop having an ego like I've had. I hope people can keep me in check, as I'll try my best to do that for me. Well, good for him. He apologized, I guess, but a lot of me's. Oh, this guy, Friendly Wrestling's like, worst Royal Rumble of the year. poop emojis. It was one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. I think overall people will remember it that way. Vic says, tough day to be a dirt sheet yesterday. Credibility is at an all-time low. So as we already covered, I mean, here's the Observer newsletter, which we're going to cover Dave in a bit, just lying out of his ass. WWE and Alexa Bliss are reportedly far enough apart that people are not expecting a deal to be made. And then Angelo Dawkins, whack-ass dirt sheets. WrestlePurists as already revealed by Ibou on WP Worldwide on Monday. As of last week, Seth Rollins versus Gunther at WrestleMania 41 seems to be the plan. Can I get a yeet for Ibou? Yeah, I see Seth Rollins in his gear in chat. You will rest in penis. So follow the revolution. The AEW World Heavyweight Championship was spotted on the Rumble pre-show. Pretty cool to see. How much do you want to bet Tony Khan paid that dude? No, I'm just joking, but it's so funny for this guy. That's his takeaway. AEW World Title seen at the Rumble. Pretty cool. Why? We already know AEW fans are fans of the Fed. You are all the ones who say, the Fed, go away. We hate you. We don't want you. Harvey Weinstein. So it's cool that your fans and your belt seen on Harvey Weinstein show? Huh? Sickos. So now these sickos are just continuing along here. At Kenny Sports told you AEW is doing well on Max combined with the Nielsen ratings. They get at least close or slightly over 1 million views per week. No, they don't. AEW is still the number 2 product. I thought ratings didn't matter, goobers. So Chris Featherstone, so we've covered him on this show, and he had a little tiffy just with everybody in the IWC. But this is some kind of cringe to say, and it's funny that Bully came out and just roasted him, because this is, even though we've put Chris Featherstone over, this is pretty cringe, you gotta admit. So Chris Prolific goes, my apologies. Just wanted to let my followers know what's going on at the Rumble because I got a ton of requests. Can't please everyone, not trying to, but I'll respect the requests of my people tonight. By the way, I was told Tuesday who's winning the Rumble, but I haven't and won't spoil it. And he tweeted this out after the Rumble already. So it's like, well, you can't spoil anything because, you know what I mean? It already happened, but I was told Tuesday. And so Bully's like, I was told Tuesday was winning. LOL, shut the fuck up. And I honestly agree that was cringe. And then it's like, whatever, just take the L there because that just sounds and looks stupid. Right? And then look at this graveyard, whoever limits me too. I can't see them. So then Featherstone responds and he goes, lots of pointless emotion in this response. No, he's laughing at your ass because that was objectively an L and funny. But Featherstone goes, not much substance. Yeah, there doesn't need to be substance. Don't become a condescending schmarmy prick because you were right about 2 stories. Featherstone, you will make the list. Do you hear me? Which, by the way, I'm going to have Grapple Vision on. We're going to talk about the list, the real list. Okay? Amazing. Anyways, though, Featherstone says, I was indeed told that it was Jay on Tuesday, and that can be verified. So now he's going to prove it to everyone, but only if you're a subscriber to him or whatever. Pulling a straight Meltzer, got a little clout, pulling a Meltzer. Thankfully, I have no desire to prove anything to you. Yeah, not a good look. Now you're just sounding and looking like a sap or a Meltzer. So look at this. Here's just you were right. You were right. This could be anything. This could be his mom you were right about those shoes I bought, or so you don't even know. You were right. Saturday, I'll post this for my followers. I told some of my Patreon members who's winning the Rumble early in the week. So now this Featherstone guy's doing spoilers, pulling an Ibou, spoilering in behind his paywall on his Patreon. What? You just made. I cut him off there, but there might be an official list making here, chat. So he's spoiling who's winning the Rumble on his Patreon, bro. Received a message following the match that said, you were right. Here's your verification. I'm definitely not going to compromise my sources for anything else. Y'all be well today and stay positive. I'm about to spend the day doing what's much more important, being a doctor and helping people improve their mental health. Have a great day, y'all. okay, this seems mentally unstable for you to be doing all this just to prove you got a DM, man, and that you knew who was going to win the Rumble. Bro, don't put the target on your back. Now someone's going to get stooge test in WWE again. Someone's going to get fired. This guy, Real Philly P, who's always holding L's, he's like, WWE using celebrities doesn't scream hot. It screams desperate. He's not a wrestling fan. This guy just wants to see wrestling die. I swear to God, these people just don't even know they're talking about. And then Chris Featherstone, just to wrap up the sicko segment, has a bit of a meltdown. He's like, IWC, why would you spoil that? Also, IWC, you didn't spoil it, so you can't verify, you dickhead. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in either of those camps. Personally, this is why the IWC is a horrible focus group. So you're calling them a horrible focus group, but then you're coming to them to focus group this opinion. All right, I'm going to get off this Bird app and head to my next client. I'll talk to y'all on the Raw Post Show. Yeah, Featherstone, come on here before you make the list, guy, okay? Because we can clear this all up, but you're about to make a goddamn list real soon here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was our sicko segment as Seth is calling out Punk and Roman Reigns and everybody.